exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my coup. Only winning is exception on my coup. Yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, then I hit that.
Kick it and go, kick it and go. Step on, spin move, is on scope. Touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin move, is on scope. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me bow.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
And off we go from Las Vegas. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They go play fake. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
This is taken at the 23. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
41-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged. Guy who made the play. We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Yardage here, back at the 41. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
16-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And how he got away from that first tackler, no idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage.
It's a pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 31. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Ball carrier
Matt Breida taking it in. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down
On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
an 8-yard. Loss on the play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Chiefs 7, Raiders nothing.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And getting knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control?
And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. And even 50 yards. They'll try to run for it on 1st and goal. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the Raiders' 3-yard line.
They'll try to run with Breida. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. This is caught.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They run for it with Breida, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Matt Breida, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score. Nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Poked in the air, intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your deep.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
11 at the 19-yard line.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Whoever the dive look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
36-yarded.
Butker's kick here is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's caught inside the 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory.
Vegas.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Raiders get a score closer. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
They're going deep for Hill. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Now it's Mahomes again. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive? Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up. Throwing 1st down there, but it's incomplete. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete. Catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it'll find Waller, that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down. And that's incomplete. They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Field at the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll drop this down to Taylor. They'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
7-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check. Not to sneak this window when I make you watch your step. You change your name. How about your respect?
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Halftime. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
A 26-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Take over 1st and 10. at their own 13-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver. That'll bring up second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Able to fight through one tackle. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
30-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That one a first down pickup of 8. From midfield, here's Mahomes. That'll be complete to Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it. And the Raiders pick it up.
Face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
The give to Taylor. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, just one good carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
25 yards that time.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And this time he is in. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there. 26 yards. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Chiefs.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And it is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
87.
Travis Kelsey there to make the grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead.
They're trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Matt Breida with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Chiefs 31.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play call. Because a 1-play drive, you throw an interception. A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. And the field position has totally been flipped. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. The Raiders on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders are back within a score. Cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Chiefs 31. Raiders 20.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. They run with Breida. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 41 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
The pass.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
That's another Raiders first.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. His throw at the 5. And he is in. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Chiefs 38, Raiders 31. Daniel Carlson to kick off for
following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning. And it got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. He's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. On play action, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Tanner Muse drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
20-yard line.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He'll let this go deep for runs. And this is taken in. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
The game is tied at 38 all.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brings up second.
I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
This one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They run again with Breida. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Breida, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 11.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it's good! And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Chiefs, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.